All right, kiddos, here's our book for today. I Am Spring by Rebecca and James McDonald. They are the authors. This is the title, I Am Spring. It's front cover, back cover, and spine of the book. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, here's the title page, which gives us, excuse me, the same information as on the title, or front cover, I mean. I am spring. After the cold of winter, I'm the season when the sun starts to slowly warm the land and everything begins to grow again. Flowers open and show their bright colors. Animals and insects come out of hiding, and new life is born into the world. Some daffodils and crocuses. There's a little, what was it, groundhog? He was hibernating and now he's awake. One way that people can tell it's the first day of spring is the light of day lasts as long as the dark of night. This is called the spring equinox. Equinox means equal. Equa, equal. That means that on the first day of spring, it's daylight just as long as it is dark. The light and dark are equal. During spring, each day the sun rises a little earlier and sets a little later in the afternoon, making the days longer and brighter. There's some new life. There's a baby deer. Brighter weather means the dirt is warmer, so seeds sprout and push their way up towards the sun. Spring is one of the growing seasons when seeds grow into vegetables that can be picked and eaten. Here's the farm. Remember, farmers are one of our community helpers. High up in the sky, when warm spring air mixes with cold ocean air, it can cause bursts of rain showers, watering the land and helping things to grow. So, as scary as thunderstorms can be, we kind of need those because plants need some things in order to grow. They need sunshine, water, and soil. Bees and other insects come out of hiding and visit flowers for a sip of sweet nectar and a bite of pollen. And puppies go jumping through the air because they're excited it's spring. Many birds that flew away to avoid the cold winter return for the warm sunshine of spring skies. When birds travel to far-off places for better weather and more food, scientists call this migration. So ducks and geese and robins, that's why you'll hear people say, oh, it's the first robin of spring. Well, they all fly south so that they can stay warmer down south than up here, and when they come back, we get excited because we know it's springtime. As spring warms the land, the sound of bird songs fills the air. Birds chirp, tweet, and trill, calling out to meet one another and to claim the areas they want to live. So when you hear those birds calling, they're calling out for each other so that so mommies can find daddies and have little baby birdies, and also to let other birds know, hey, this is my area to live. You need to go find somewhere else to live. Spring is also the time for building nests and laying eggs. Ooh, what's going to come out of those eggs? Baby birds. Mama's looking real happy. She's going to have herself some babies soon. While birds are up high, frogs and toads are down low, laying eggs in ponds under leaves and sometimes even carrying eggs around on their backs. There's plenty to eat in the warmth of spring. Look, they're eating some flies. And I just learned something because I did not know that some toads actually carry their eggs on their back. I thought that they all laid them in the water. So that's something I just learned. Although it does make sense because toads are actually land animals. They don't live in the water like frogs do. Frogs are amphibious. They live in the water, but they also can live on land. Toads only live on land. I do know that. So that does make sense. Spring sunshine and the smell of growing foods wake up sleepy animals that rest during the cold months. And that is called hibernation. Bears hibernate. Squirrels and chipmunks, well, they do kind of a half hibernation, which means they're up sometimes but sleeping the rest of the time. All right, with the warm sun and lots of food, spring is the perfect season for babies to grow. Look, baby skunks following their mama. Oh, they're so cute. A little bit stinky, but only if you scare them. But they are cute. Let's see. Bare branches on trees begin to sprout new leaves, and some will also grow blossoms. Blossom is another way of saying flower. So there's a tree in blossom, or a tree in flower. And there's some little leaves, baby leaves. And here are some raccoons coming out of hibernation. A gentle spring breeze moving through blossoming branches can make it feel like it's raining flowers. Oh, kiddos, this is the best. If you ever get the chance to stand underneath some apple trees or other flowering trees in the spring, it's magical. I love it when the wind blows and those little petals fly all down on you. Plants like trees are very helpful with keeping the air clean. They remove pollution through their leaves and catch dust and other floating particles on their branches and bark. With all the new growth in spring, there are lots of plants to clean the air. One way that people help to keep the air clean is by planting new trees and taking care of the plants that are already here. And so if we take care of the plants and clean the trees, they will take care of us. When the day becomes longer than the night, and the leaves begin to sprout on the bare branches, and bugs and animals that were hiding start to reappear, get ready, because that means spring is here. Oh, there's a duck with her little ducklings, and I'll let you know, kiddos, I live right across the street from a pond. Well, the other day I saw some geese with their goslings. So the baby geese are here, and baby geese are called goslings. I'll try to get a picture of them for you later. What's another name for the first day of spring when the day is as long as the night? Do you remember that? That was back here. Hold on. When the light is equal to the day. The night is equal to the day. It is called the spring equinox. Equa means equal. What happens when warm spring air mixes with cold ocean air? Do you remember what happens when warm spring air mixes with cold ocean air? It rains, yes. What are birds doing when they fly far away for better weather and food? Remember the geese and the ducks and the robins and other birds fly away when winter comes because they want to stay warm. And scientists call this migration. Can you say migration? Migration. Migration.